Welcome, everybody. I came by Ruby. And the topic today on hand is one day at a time. I was thinking about this for a while, and I was saying, I want to get out a video because we had the one that just happened, which was life lessons through pain. So we had a couple of videos there, and now I want to start getting with a little bit more of uplifting something in nature that would help you throughout your everyday life. And one of those tasks that I had and that I use a method is that I take sometimes when I'm going through either traumatic time or tough lessons throughout my life. And I've talked with numerous people, and there was almost like a consensus that, yeah, you know what, to get through some of these times or difficult times and to get to see that light at the end of the tunnel would be you take life one day at a time. Now, this is almost like a kind of like I would say like a clearing exercise or your mind, and it could also help you out to get on the road to achieving small little goals so that when you start having a grand goal and you have, let's say, all right, I want to achieve this, right? And then you have all these other things within that goal, right? You have your big goal inside, and then let's say we do a big circle, and on top of that circle is your goal, and inside you had all these other things that you have to accomplish, which are what? All little small steps, one day at a time, to reach that grand goal in sight. Now, how I started doing was I said, okay, throughout the day I would pick one topic or one thing that I want to concentrate on and do. And I would do that in all different types of things, whether it was my hobby, whether it was my job, whether it was my life, whether it was my family. So now if you think about it, I'm going through that whole day thinking, all right, I want to accomplish this today. Have work go smoothly, come back home. Every day pick something different. Maybe one day you say, you know what, I'm going to work. I'm going to concentrate on work today. On the weekend I'm at home, I don't know, maybe I have a hobby. I want to get this and learn how to concentrate solely on that skill. Through all these things that you're going to concentrate on a daily basis, one day at a time, you're going to build skills in all, like a broad aspect, and you're going to be individually pretty well off in your mind in all avenues, whether it be life, your home life, your work life, with your friends, because every time you went out, you said, okay, tonight I'm going to work on this, right? The morning time, I worked on that. This weekend, this. My hobby, that. On myself, what am I going to work on? Then I want you to start implementing at the end of the day, right before you go to bed or whatever it is. Look deep within yourself. How did your day go? With the aspects that you wanted to work on at your job. Let's say you picked that for the day. Oh, your hobby. What worked out? What did you do? What didn't work out? You know what? I want to try this next time. So this one day at a time, man, you can go into so many different avenues. Pick out how you want to work. Use a method that works for you. This is something that I use. So throughout that one day, like I said, I would pick out my work. The next day or weekend, my family. Or when I'm out doing a hobby that I love to do, what is it that I want to work on? What did I did wrong? What didn't work for me? Constantly trying to evolve myself in all areas of that life in that one day at a time. And without you even know it, you're going to start hitting that grand goal because you're going to start knocking out all these things and say, you know what? Wow, I really improved myself on all levels of my life. Now put that aside and then start adding your spirituality, your faith, or whatever you believe in. Integrate that into it. Now you have not only all these areas you worked on, you set up one day at a time, just a small thing you wanted to work on in whatever area of your life at that moment or time. You're implementing it. You're doing it. You're almost about, or maybe already at the goal that you have, but this would be a great practice to always clear your mind. And you're only thinking about that and not have all those daily distractions come at you. Because when they do, you stay focused and you say, nope, I'm going to do this. Then I'll get to that. Take on too many things at one time. Sometimes you get nothing done. Focus on certain areas or things of your life you want to accomplish and you get them done. Simple as it may sound, but sometimes simplicity is the best answer to a lot of things within life. A lot of times we make it more complicated than what we have to. And by doing this, who's to blame? No one but yourself. You are the one and the creator and master of your own universe. So all the things that you may have going on, you may want to point fingers and say this or that. But in actuality, you should turn the finger and point at yourself because you're the only one creating that reality. Now, if everything's going well for you, like we said, one day at a time will help you reach that next level or maintain that clarity within the mind. Well, I hope that helped you out a little bit there, something I wanted to get out, and many blessings on whatever you try to achieve. I Can by Rubey.